All right, I got to get the bottles on this truck. It's gonna go here. Oxygen, I believe, is gonna go right here. Acetylene's gonna go right here. I have some stuff made up. I made this a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, in another video for the acetylene. I'm adding to it, and I'm gonna put my, what is that? That's a big fly. I'm gonna put my oxygen kind of on an angle here, so I'm gonna whip something up. This isn't the bottle that's gonna go on it. This is a smaller bottle. The other one's just out on the truck. I just kind of mocked it up, but it's I ended up just welding on a piece of angle right there to kind of stop it, and I can put a bolt through there. We have a stand. Obviously you can see it's on a slant, and then what we do here, 8-inch U-bolt, which is not easy to find, by the way. Had to drive to a Granger to buy it. And then I do have to, I have a tap set. I'm gonna tap these up more, probably up to here, trim this. But yeah, and then you just bolt it down and it's on the truck. That's what I wanted. I was on so many different ideas of how to do this, but this is what came out. I ended up putting gussets here because when I start tightening this down, this 1/4 inch shouldn't bend, but I want this tight, so I put these gussets in on each side to prevent this from bending up like that. So a lot of little extra work here and there, but definitely worth it. So I just need to finish the acetylene one, which is kind of sitting right there. And yes, I did buy a Primeweld MIG welder, the 180 that came with the spool gun, and so far it's been working really well. So let's get working on the acetylene. I just really need to weld a cap on it and then make one of these brackets for it, which I had already cut out somewhere in this disaster. But that'll probably be tomorrow. It's raining, it's late, it's Friday. I got some beers to drink, so we'll start this back up tomorrow. Also, a huge shout out to Greg, I believe that's his name, from On Fire Welding. He had sent me this gear wrench tap and die set out months and months and months ago. You know, he just said, hey man, you need it, I'm gonna get you one. So Greg, if you watch this video, really appreciate me sending them out. And those drill bits, I've been using those drill bits a lot. They're holding up okay. It's the first time I'm gonna use the tap set, so I just got to get the 1/2 inch, whatever that is, and we're gonna add a couple threads to this. But again, thanks to On Fire Welding, sent me these out, and I really appreciate it. So let's put it to use. All right, that one's done. So it is time for the acetylene. This one's gonna be pretty simple. Okay, pretty much the same thing as what's going on here, but it's just gonna go there. So we'll get some gussets made up, we'll drill the holes, weld it up, and see how it looks. Whip that out, got a cap welded up here, same thing. I did some gussets, barely have enough threads on here. I'm gonna end up getting those nylon whatchamacallits nuts for these instead of lock washers. Maybe I'll even put a lock washer up here, but it's nice I can tighten it up with that. But there they are together. Kind of excuse my mess here, but that's pretty simple, I'd say. Get them mounted on the truck. Not bad, not bad. Just simple ideas, you know. I was wrapping my brain around what I should do for the bottles, and I had made the acetylene one months ago when I was fabbing up stuff for the truck, and I never ended up doing anything with it. But that is definitely like simple. I mean, if you really wanted to go simple, you can just drill 2 holes in the bed and put some eye bolts and just strap the oxygen down, lay it down. And the acetylene you kind of have to stand up, so you'd have to do some sort of bracketry, maybe up on the headache rack or something. But I like to fabricate things, so, and I finally got this thing dialed in. I was some of these welds over here, they're good, they're hold, but I was getting a lot of spatter, sputter. And one cool thing about these Primewelds is, well, not only is it inside of here, but they send you a chart, exactly what you need. And you know, if you're a welder, you know exactly what you're gonna need to do with, you know, your polarities for flux core, MIG. They tell you how to set that up, stick obviously, and then they just give you kind of basic settings for C25, your size wire, voltage, the gauge metal you're welding. I was doing 1/4 inch, which isn't, the .030 is not on here, so I did that, but I went to 20 volts. My wire speed was really low for the oxygen. That's why I was getting the sputtering. So I did 20 and 354, and it worked pretty well. But Primeweld, they definitely hook you up. I'm very impressed. I don't work with them. I know they have sent some stuff out to other YouTubers, but they're actually local New Jersey. They're a South Jersey-based company. They're made in China, but their headquarters is in South Jersey, which is nice because if I ever really, really needed to, I can drive down there. It's about an 1.5 hour ride. But for the amount of work I do, which I do a little bit amount, you know, quite a bit amount of work. Not like an everyday shop, but I mean, this thing was I don't even remember how much this was. It was 500 something, and it comes with a aluminum spool gun. Like you can't beat that. And for someone starting out doing side work like me, that's awesome. I actually got this because of that whole aluminum boat, which I probably should have spool gunned, but I didn't have one at the time, so I bought this. I sold my little blue welder, my blue miller, and I bought this. So, and this can stick weld, and these things stick weld pretty well. So, but yeah, that's it. Shout out to Primeweld. If you ever watch this video, you know, hit me up. I'll feature some of your products. I wouldn't mind working with you. But again, I've bought both these welders with my hard-earned money. No handouts, no reviews. They didn't send me anything. I don't work with them. I just think they make a pretty good welder for the price point. You really can't beat their price point. Better than a lot of the cheap $200, $150 welders you can get on Amazon, which I've been contacted by a few of them, and I just won't review their stuff because I don't. Me, on another note, I'm not a big fan of Amazon anyway because of other things, so I'm not gonna try to promote something off of Amazon. But I know you can get these off Amazon, but I bought them directly off of their website. But I think that's gonna wrap this video up. These two, we'll get them on the truck and kind of just see how they look. I'm kind of debating on getting these powder coated or painting them myself, the color of the welder. So we're going to see how far out my powder coat guy is. And I have another little project that I just picked up that's going to need powder coating, which I'm looking at right now, but you guys aren't going to see, and probably until possibly the next video after this. We'll see. But thank you again for watching. I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it to this part of the video all the way to the end, shoot a comment down. Do you guys like the time-lapse stuff? I'm trying something different. So if you liked it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I kind of like doing it because it's easy. I can just put it on time-lapse. You guys can see the final product. I know some of you guys like explanation, but it's just, I like doing time-lapse with a little music in the background. But if you guys let me know down in the comments, if you made it this far to the video, let me know if you like it or not. But stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be a good one, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.